Alright, I'd like to apologize for what I said about Super Mario Land, but I'm not going to. That game isn't very good. Fortunately, this one is a whole lot better. In fact, this sequel might just represent one of the most dramatic quality increases in the long existence of video game sequels. It almost completely nullifies the horrendous aftertaste of its predecessor while making a little bit of gaming history in the process. It's Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Wow, Wario, 6 golden coins! This game's awesome. Released to the Game Boy in 1992, Super Mario Land 2 came 3 years after the original Super Mario Land, a release that was immensely successful for 2 reasons. 1, it was a launch title, and 2, it had Mario. But the thing is, it didn't feel like a Mario game. You could tell the first one was developed by people other than Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto. It didn't have that classic Mario vibe. But to the credit of its developers, this one comes really close. But first, let's just get it out of the way. There's still a bit of that Doki Doki Mario feel in Mario Land 2. That is to say that traditional Mario disciplines are given some leeway here. You're gonna see enemies and concepts that you wouldn't normally see in a proper console-based Super Mario game. That's the influence of different designers giving their own perspectives and twists to the Mario formula. But this one works a lot better than the first because despite looking a bit atypical, it actually plays just as brilliantly as a Mario game should. And one of the first big improvements in Super Mario Land 2, and the thing that makes this game such a joy to play, is that the gameplay has been tightened up exponentially. Platforming is much smoother and more responsive, and most importantly, Mario's back to his old self. He feels like Mario, he jumps like Mario, his tight controls and familiar physics are there, and it makes the game an immediate improvement over its predecessor. He also freaking looks like Mario, which is another major improvement. Super Mario Land 2 traded the microscopic visuals of the original in favor of these much bigger and more detailed sprites. It's really refreshing to look at relative to the first game, and in fact, in the case of Mario, the game actually uses his Super Mario World sprite. And to me, as the 2D Mario sprites go, that one's always been my favorite. It was really a defining moment for the character in terms of his attributes and personality, and in retrospect, I think it comes closest to the chubby, jovial plumber that we know today. Now that may seem like a pretty petty thing to praise, but even that, just the simple addition of the Super Mario World sprite, it gives Super Mario Land 2 an instant familiarity that its predecessor lacked. It makes you accept some of the stranger ideas because you see that it's still rooted in the Super Mario that you know and love. But what's even more interesting about this game is the way it's made what were once strange ideas Super Mario staples. A Wario, for example, this is his debut appearance, and as bizarre as he might have seemed in 1993, he's since become a favorite in Mario spin-offs. I mean, just look at him running around on top of his castle. It takes a lot of work to maintain such a boyish frame. Super Mario Land 2 also goes back to a key Super Mario feature, all the crazy suits that we love so much. In fact, talk about playing your cards right, this one actually adds a new suit, which almost instantly makes you a classic Mario game. Just as the leaf gave Mario a raccoon tail, a carrot gives him bunny ears in Super Mario Land 2, allowing him to gently float across really wide distances. Not only is it a great and super adorable power-up, but it's also a kind of precursor for some of the suits that have come since, specifically the hovering bee suit from Super Mario Galaxy. Listen, I'm sorry if my harsh words on Super Mario Land offended you. Maybe I was a bit harsh. I take this stuff very seriously. Believe me, it hurt me even more to say them, and it always does. But I find solace in the fact that what is basically Mario's B team only needed one mulligan before they finally got it right in Super Mario Land 2, creating both a new Mario character and a new Mario classic in the process.